in the best place right now. Over the last 5 games, he hasn't had much shot discipline. He'll be looking to play a lot smarter today.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. We've got Anthony Edwards, and it's Black in at the 1. And for the Thunder, they've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Todd's out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's Williams, and it's Black Hole in at the 2 spot. Well, Grant, when you take a look at this matchup, both these teams feature an impressive backcourt.
No question, B.A. And I get the sense that bragging rights are on the line here. Everything you can do, I can do better. Expect some exciting back-and-forth action in this one.
And so off the tip, it's Oklahoma City. From downtown, it's rebounded by Minnesota. Outside Edwards, pass to Miles. Here's Simpson. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. The shot by Miles, no good. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. I asked him directly about facing Anthony Edwards, and Coach said he's just so dynamic, right? Our hope is that we can control the pace, make this our kind of game, and he'll be a little less explosive. So the plan is to stifle Edwards by not letting him play at his tempo. Back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Simpson, following the bucket by Oklahoma City.
What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Black. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Edwards. And it's Todd with a rebound.
Can't blame him. Just trying to take what the defense allows.
He gets it in there.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Pass to Simpson. Back to Edwards. Here's Simpson. Williams defending. Here's Black to the wing on the left. Left side, Edwards. Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Williams from long range. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Here's Black, a reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
Timberwolves trail by 8. Pass to Miles. To stop the run. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Here's Simpson. Right now, he's contributing about 15.5 points a game. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. To the right side, here's Black Hole. Offline with a three.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Simpson. 23 points his last outing. Clock at 6. To the middle. Rejected by Holmgren.
Yeah, just an excellent shot block. Holmgren is so good at using his length and timing to erase shot attempts.
And a breakdown here, guys, of the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
You know, they've also been very effective at running the floor. Just a ton of points in the fast break. It's been a big part of their success.
And Minnesota has possession after the basket by Oklahoma City. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. Number 1, the Thunder.
Well, over these last few games, they've been putting excellent pressure on the ball handlers and then turning those forced errors into easy points. And so far, they've done a great job of preventing points in the paint.
No good on the quick three. Black Hole, the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander from outside the arc. Buries it from 3. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Williams misses.
Won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Black Hole. Coming off an unbelievable high-scoring game. Williams' shot is good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And Minnesota making a change here. Pajimski's checked in. Here we go. 2 games left before postseason action. Let's take a look at the possible field. You take a look at the Thunder. They're in the pole position right now for the top seed in the conference. And, of course, the Timberwolves, only 2 spots back.
Right now for the Thunder, many of us experts earmark them as favorites this season. And you know what? They have not disappointed thus far.
Yeah, this is the start they wanted to have, but their goals are much bigger. They're focused on playing into June and bringing home a championship.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
And Edwards slams it in.
Man, what a move by Edwards. That was phenomenal.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Black Hole, that's good.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Timberwolves trail by 13. Pass to Miles. Outside Edwards. The 3 is up. Connects from downtown. Edwards has got 5.
You just can't give Edwards a look from deep.
Williams on the wing. Oh, the Thunder, another 3.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Here's Black. Pass to Edwards. 4-3. The rebound by Black Hole.
Yeah, just hasn't been able to find his rhythm offensively, and that's having a ripple effect.
They get it back. Holmgren. And there's the bucket. Staying with it that time. Offensive glass, getting it done.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Outside Pajemski. He's covered by Holmgren. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Todd's got 5 rebounds in the game. Williams passes to Black Hole. Lets it fly from 18. Williams' shot is good. 14 points for him.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
Yeah, now it's all about maintaining this lead, but you can't start playing it safe. You got to keep attacking and executing.
Now here's Edwards. He's got 5. To the left wing. Will it go? And it's Todd with a rebound. Todd's got 6 rebounds in the game.
They're playing with a lot of energy tonight. We can see that in their dominance on the glass.
Williams from long range. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Defeated by Washington in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And it seemed that not a lot went right for them. Plenty of standing around on the offensive end, and their D couldn't make up for it.
Yeah, they just looked totally lost in that game. On both ends of the floor, the coach is going to have some choice words for them after that one.
McDaniels is checked in for Black. Now here's Edwards. 20 points for him last game against the Wizards in Washington. The shot by Pajemski, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 20. Here's Wallace. The kick out to Williams. Black Hole, the pass to Wallace. On target from range.
Wow, some strong perimeter shooting here in the first quarter.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Black Hole in their last game against the 76ers made some terrific plays. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and at the other end of the floor, he's a thief. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
Here's Miles. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Washington. McDaniels, that's good.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Black Hole, that's good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And for Minnesota, they're shooting only 35% so far in this quarter. Now here's Edwards, guarded closely, and he gets the bucket. Edwards got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
And Stan, while Edwards has pushed back, it hasn't stopped others from comparing him to his airness, Michael Jordan.
And that talk is more about how his game reminds one of MJ and less about greatness. Edwards' career is just getting started.
Tatum, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Frazier comes in for Williams. Here's Black Hole. He's got 16. Wallace, the pass to Black Hole. Here's Frazier. Wallace outside. Pass to Black Hole. The 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Pajemski. Puts up a 3. And he's missed his first 2 shots of the game. Over to the wing. Fires the 3. It's down. His 7th make in 13 attempts today.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
Yeah, we thought this might be the case. You see a few of those go through the net, it becomes contagious.
Here's Black, outside McDaniels. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Here's Black hole. Oh, the Thunder, another three!
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Tipped away. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the shot goes. Black Hole's got 24 points.
Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
19 seconds left to play in the first. Kennedy's shot is good. So it's Oklahoma City now. Pass to Black Hole. Lets it go from deep. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
Yeah, I mean, this is exactly how you want to start a game, with a big offensive push.
We're at the end of the first, and what a blowout already in this one. It's the Thunder just dominating this one. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Thunder really take control here.
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. We've got Jaden McDaniels, George out there with Brandon Pajemski, and it's Black in at the point guard position. Here's Black Hole. Gilgeous-Alexander from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten all 3 of his shots to fall. 3 for 3. Outside Pajemski. To the paint. Here's McDaniels. Shoots over Holmgren. McDaniels can't hit.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Pass to Black Hole. From the arc. McDaniels with the rebound. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting around 33%. Not the best offensive efficiency. The shot by Pajemski, no good.
Got the ball where he wanted it, but then got swarmed.
The Timberwolves have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. An easy 2 on the layup.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for OKC. Coming off that win against the Sixers.
Yeah, they were able to execute offensively in a hostile environment, which led to a lot of high percentage shots.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Pajemski. Coming off a 16-point game against the Wizards in Washington.
Look, he kept finding ways to get to the free throw line. He knew the other team couldn't stop him, so he just continued to punish them at the line.
McDaniels, the Thunder with the rebound.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that, and his team is struggling as a result.
Good discipline on offense. Holmgren not hesitating to make the feed as soon as he sees the open man.
Here's Black. Back to Daniels. That's tipped. Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. Let's go with a 3. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Yeah, and along with everything else he brings, Holmgren plays with a high motor.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
The Thunder making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Left side, Pajemski. McDaniels a screen. Holmgren with the block. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Long range from the inbound. Shot's good by Simpson. Simpson's got his second basket of the night. 3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Williams on the wing. Takes the three. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Here's Black. Here's McDaniels. That one's good. 2 for 8 now.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Oklahoma City has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Black hole, that's good.
Even with all the threes he nailed in the first quarter, the defense still hasn't made the proper adjustments.
Pass to Black. McDaniels, a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Black, no good. Well, Grant, when the money's on the line, the mid-range is still a big part of the elite player's game.
You're right, B.A. And really, it comes down to touch, obviously. And size certainly helps. And then the savvy and balance to create that space.
Back to Pajemski. Gilgeous-Alexander with a rebound.
It's been that kind of quarter for him. The shot has just been unreliable.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Black Hole's got 35 in the game.
Whoo, this guy is as hot as they come from distance. Defensively, you almost have to pick him up once he crosses half court.
Here's Black. Pass to Simpson. Over Williams. True on the 14-footer. Simpson's got 7.
That's just poor defense there. You can't give up these kind of looks from the mid-range.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Black Hole. There's the three. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Pass to Kennedy. Oh, powered down with both hands.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
For Oklahoma City, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Outside, Williams. To the left side wing. And it's Black Hole missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Pass to Kennedy. Here's Black. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Beyond the arc. And it's Black Hole missing. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 from three-point land here in the second. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Here's Williams. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Pass to Black Hole. The 3-ball. Connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The B.A., he's on fire.
Now McDaniels. Here's Simpson. He's got 9. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Simpson's got 10 points in the quarter.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
McDaniels. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 8 now.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
Boy, Holmgren, I mean, wow. Just a great feel for the game, and he's so unselfish.
Here's Black. Pass to Simpson. Over Williams. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Drops in the three. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Kennedy. Here's Simpson. Fires the three. The Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Jacks up a three. And another three for Oklahoma City.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
Here's Black. Pass to Simpson. And that one is stuffed right through.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
He's got it going on. Now 7 for 10.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Outside, Williams. Here's Black Hole. And again for three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Minnesota has gone 2 of 6 from distance here in the second quarter. Pass to Simpson. With the teardrop. The rebound by Black Hole. And for Oklahoma City, they're shooting a nice 57% rate from the field in the second quarter. And they pick up 2. Williams has got 22.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
Now here's Pajemski. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. Here's Simpson. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul.
You were there, Stan, in Miami at the inception of Heat culture. Give us a taste of it.
Well, it's a little bit overblown in one way, in that everyone basically wants people who work hard and get in shape and compete. The difference maybe with the Heat is they just have a lower tolerance for players who don't meet their standards.
Here's Black. Pass to Simpson. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It's going to be on Jalen Williams. Minnesota is shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Showing more aggression here in the second quarter. He's seeking contact and working himself to the line.
And the Thunder making a change here. Frazier's checked in. Pass to Black Hole. Takes a 3. Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Here's Miles. Here's Simpson. Another miss by Minnesota.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Here's Black Hole. He got it again! Sensational!
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first half. Outside Edwards. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul of the game.
You have to credit the defense. Adjusts his feet, takes the hit, and gets the call.
Here's Oklahoma City now. They're on a 19-7 run. Here's Black Hole. And another 3 for Oklahoma City.
Well, they wouldn't be in the position they're in without his contribution. He has tormented this defense tonight.
Edwards for 3. making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
And look, Edwards has a lethal pull-up game. It's one of the things that makes him so difficult to guard.
And that one no good to start off the night. Timberwolves shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Pass to Black. Here's Simpson. 19 points in the game. Tries it from 19. That one's good for 2. Simpson's got 21.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, way out of reach with an enormous lead as we head into a break. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Back after this.
The defense has been trash. That is, if you can call it defense. I call it being lazy.
Yeah, it's...
And now as the season... And that'll do it for us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And here's Minnesota now. When this game is done, they'll be off to Toronto, taking on the Raptors. That'll put them right in the middle of a 5-game road trip. We've got Chet Holmgren. Todd's out there with Williams. Then it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Black Hole in a shooting guard. That's the group from Mark Daigneault. And another one!
Getting to the 60 mark in a game is just, it's incredible. I mean, most Hall of Famers haven't even done this.
And he's approaching the 4th most 60-plus point games in a season. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Williams' shot is good. 24 points for him.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
About a minute played here in the second half. Here's Simpson. And no good, trying to use the glass. Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Check out the list of the best passing shooting guards over the last 10 games. 5th, Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, and this is a group that really appreciates effective ball movement. They can create for themselves or anyone else. On the floor.
And to have a shooting guard who's also a high-level playmaker, it makes your team a heck of a lot harder to deal with defensively.
The Timberwolves shooting just 38% for this game so far. Pass to Black. Here's Miles. Out to the right wing. Here's Black. 6 to shoot. Offline from the top of the key.
They've been unable to hit anything this half. 3 attempts and 3 misses.
Here's Black Hole. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the 3-point line.
Outside Edwards from deep.
First personal foul.
Oklahoma City has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Here's Black Hole. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 assists here tonight. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Miles, the pass to Black. And here's Edwards. He's got 10. Minnesota again missing.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Here's Black Hole. Connects again from distance. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Pass to Miles. Here's Simpson. He's got 21. The shot's good. Simpson's got 23 points.
Yeah, and they're able to get their first bucket of the second half after 4 straight misses.
Fires from deep. Good. He hits again.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. Pass to Black. Back to Edwards. To the wing, right side. Simpson sinks the tray. Simpson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
Left side, Edwards. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Effective use of the mid-range there by Edwards. He's a true 3-level scorer.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Todd. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there.
And here's Edwards outside. Oklahoma City grabs a miss.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
Black Hole. Off target from outside. The Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Tatum, he's checked in for Oklahoma City.
First team foul. Coming onto the floor for your Thunder.
Ooh, and stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. And the whistle blows on a backcourt violation. Went over and back. And here's a look now at the last few months of assist numbers for him.
His assist numbers haven't been where we'd expect them to be over the past few months, and I hope that worries him too, because his ability to create assists is a big part of what makes him a complete offensive package.
Pass to Miles. To the inside. Dumps it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Stan, you've coached some great defensive anchors in your time. Who do you view as the best in the game today?
Well, Brian, you probably have to start with Rudy Gobert, but we've got guys like Brook Lopez, Jaren Jackson, Anthony Davis, and then we've got 2 young ones coming up that could be as good as we've seen in Wimby and Chet Holmgren.
Black passes to Edwards for 3. Knocks down the triple. Edwards got 5 points now in the quarter.
And their perimeter shooting numbers have been up since the start of the second half.
Here's Black Hole. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to go. Now an update on Jalen Williams from Allie LaForce. What do you have, Allie?
Guys, I was able to catch up with Oklahoma City's head athletic trainer. Unfortunately, it doesn't sound good at all. He's likely going to be out for a while. And in this crucial time of the season, any injury can have a major impact on a team. They'll have to make some immediate adjustments, guys.
All right, Allie, good stuff there. Always on top of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just crazy. Even with the advancements in strength training, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
A nice shot by Gilgeous-Alexander.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Minnesota's gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Outside Edwards. Puts the move on. And he takes it up and lays it in. Edwards has got 17 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
And the three-pointer goes.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Black passes to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Out left to the wing. Here's Black Hole. And got it! Another basket! And there it is! 82 points!
This is a game that he will never forget. I know I won't.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Pass to Simpson. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Frazier, he's checked in for Holmgren. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring. Breakdown for the Thunder.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
Well, something else that stands out is how they've shared the ball. I mean, they're getting a lot of their points from sharp passing.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Edwards, a pass to Black. Here's Miles. Here's Black. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Here's Simpson. That's 29 for him. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Simpson's got 11 here in the quarter alone. Pass to Frazier. Here's Black Hole. And good! There's another! That's 91. An incredible feat.
Incredible indeed. This is just a flat-out insane performance.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, good whistle there.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts in the game. And he knocks down the first one. Pajemski's checked in for Minnesota. He's perfect from the line this time.
They're doing some good work at the line this half.
Here's Black Hole. Oh, another one falls. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Minnesota's gotten 3 of 6 threes to fall in the third quarter. Takes it inside. Here's Black. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. Over to the left wing. Here's Black Hole. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Black's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Pajemski. Pass to Miles. Outside Pajemski. Launches a three. That shot missing.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Good! Another from 3.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. And for Minnesota, they're shooting well here in the third, hitting 50% of their shots. It's Edwards on the wing. 19 points in the game. Drills it from deep. Edwards got 12 points here in the second half.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Black. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
The officials were right on top of that one.
And he makes a first.
He couldn't get to the line once in the first half. Coach must have really talked to him at the break.
So for Oklahoma City, Jalen Williams comes in for Tatum. And it's Wallace in for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And Williams has got the ball here for the Thunder. Connects again from distance.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely looking to shoot as much as possible. Here's Black. He's got 11. Down low. McDaniels can't hit. And for the Thunder, they're shooting with some fire. 66% in this one. Yep, that one goes.
Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
Pass to Edwards. From about 19, basket counts. Edwards got 24.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Here's Black Hole. There's the triple. McDaniels with the rebound. Outside Edwards. Stolen. Williams with it. He's got 24. Here's Black Hole. Off target from three-point range.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
McDaniels inside, working on Williams.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Pass to Black Hole. Three-pointer. Hits the trifecta.
And credit his teammates for feeding him all quarter.
1 minute left in the third. Minnesota has got 4 of 8 attempts to fall from deep here in the third quarter. Here's Edwards. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. He's got 26.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Look, when the three is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
26 seconds left in the third. Here's McDaniels. The Thunder with the rebound. He's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Black Hole. The three is up. It's rebounded by Minnesota.
Thunder foul.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here.
In their previous game, he simply couldn't miss from the line.
The first free throw is good.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Gets the 3 ball to go.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
5 ticks left to play in the third quarter of basketball. McDaniels from long range. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court for the Timberwolves, we've got Brandon Pajemski, and it's Simpson in at the shooting guard position.
Yeah, it took just enough off of it for the floater.
Oklahoma City shooting at around 66%. They're on fire. And it's Black Hole missing. And for Minnesota, they're shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Pass to Miles. You know, Grant. We've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason.
Out to the wing. Black hole, the pass to Frazier. From behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Pass to Miles. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. McDaniels. Here's Simpson. Again, the Timberwolves score.
Well, not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
Now here's Pajemski. Simpson, no good. Here's Frazier. McDaniels covering. Frazier, the pass to Black hole. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off. Yeah, that's a nice dish. A lot of times the best way to put the ball in the right spot is with that bounce pass. Well, it's easy to see why they continue to call his number. He's delivered, and he's the leading scorer in this game.
Here's Simpson. And yep, it's good. Simpson's got 39.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive, but he can't do it all by himself.
And it's Black hole missing. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 6 shots to go in the 4th. Shot's good by Simpson. Simpson's got 41.
Even if this game doesn't go their way, he has to be proud of his performance tonight.
Here's Black hole. 3-pointer off the mark. The Timberwolves have gotten almost all of their shots to fall in the 4th. 6 of 7. Here's Simpson. To the left side wing. Outside Pajemski. Outside McDaniels. 5 to shoot. Goes up again. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Simpson. 2 shots.
And he drops the first.
If they want to come away with a victory, they just need to keep knocking down those free throws.
And the Thunder making a change here. Tatum's checked in. Here's Valentine. Pass to Black hole. Fires for 3. It's hauled in by Simpson. Simpson's got 5 rebounds in the game. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
And it's Black hole missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 8 of 10 attempts in. Very productive here in the 4th. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way. Knocks down the long J.
The defense was just nowhere to be found, and because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway, but that one was too easy.
Here's Black, and here's Minnesota now. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Kennedy. Shoots. The rebound by Black hole. Black Hole's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Valentine passes to Black Hole. Another bucket! Wow!
And this game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Well, the Timberwolves shooting a solid 47%. Pass to Simpson. Launches it. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Here's Black Hole. And he can't get that one. Some solid defense from Edwards. Here's Black. Lets the three fly. That shot off the mark. The Thunder have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. Pass to Black Hole. This one for three. Rebound Minnesota. Kennedy's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Simpson.
Hey, right here.
Edwards with it. The three. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Thunder with the ball. Over to the left wing. Black Hole. He buries it from three.
Coming down the stretch, they've leaned on the perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
Pass to Edwards to snap the cold streak. Oklahoma City grabs the miss. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Black Hole. No good on the triple. Minnesota's gone 1 for 5 shooting from the arc here in the 4th. And the bucket is good. Edwards has got 29.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Black Hole. 3-pointer. Drains the triple.
He's accounted for over half their points thus far, shouldering the load offensively.
And it's Edwards with the ball for the T-Wolves. Wide open look. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Black Hole. And again for 3. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
Well, the Timberwolves shooting a terrific 56% so far in the 4th quarter. Inside. It's stolen by Tatum. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
At the line for 2.
Both shots good from the strike. They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
To the middle. Here's Simpson. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Well, you can see that Edwards isn't trying to do it all on his own. He's also looking for shots for others out there.
Here's Black Hole. Nails it from 3.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense click.
And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Pass to Black. And here's Edwards from outside the arc. He can't get it to go.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills. Oh, the rebounding. Part of his triple-double. He's been nothing short of spectacular.
And Edwards slams it in.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Black Hole, that's good.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Here's Black. To the paint. Here's Simpson. Another shot. Rebounded by Frazier. And Oklahoma City shooting an even 50% since the fourth quarter got underway.
Since the break, he's been on point from beyond the arc. I'll tell you what, when he's this hot, it's a thing of beauty.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Black.
2 minutes.
Here's Simpson. Edwards looking it over. Just 5 to shoot. Pulls it from the top of the key. It doesn't go for him.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And the Thunder making a change here. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Minnesota again missing.
Yeah, tough to make those jumpers when you are guarded that closely.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Thunder.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with the year they've had, you expect nothing less than a victory every time they take the court. Another stellar outing for them here tonight.
It's just a great matchup for them. And they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Black Hole.
Yeah, we witnessed a special performance tonight. It's not just the triple-double. It's the example he set out there. Outstanding leadership.
And the second free throw is good. And 1:01 left to play in the fourth. Got a piece of it. They need this. Shot's good by Black.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
The Thunder shooting a very impressive 54% in the fourth. Here's Black Hole. And a miss there on the triple. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
32 seconds left in the fourth. Releases. Black, no good.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive effort.
Black Hole. Good! Another from 3. Man, he's really launching them from outside the arc.
Man, so locked in, feeling confident in his three-point shot tonight.
Here's Black. Pass to Edwards. And so Oklahoma City takes this one, and by a big margin. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've